But we are still working on the formula. That's to be honest.
You know, Yusek, alam nyo, I don't know how long will it take you to come up with a perfect formula while the Filipino people are all starving and, you know, it's an emergency. You know? Hindi natin maramdaman yan kasi kaya nating bumili ng bigas.
I understand that there is a theory that while the prices are not rising today, example, but there was a previous increase in prices that is prevailing until now. And so that, in a way, can cover the situation that is written in the law. So
No.
that's the theory.
The fact that, you know, we're not talking of theory here. We're talking of facts. Kasi the fact remains that because of the reduction in tariff, the landed cost for every kilo has gone down to 7 to 8 pesos. Now, world prices have gone down as well. So, sinasabi nyo kanina, no, since walang pagtataas ng presyo ng bigas, ang katotohanan is walang pagbaba, you know, to a level that is realistic, no? So anong kasi you know we're arguing on definitions.
Yeah.
But the situation short of declaring an emergency in this country, do you agree with me that there is an urgency to bring down prices of rice? Yun lang kasimple ang tanong ko.
Agree, sir. And there is a law that covers that. And this is what we're trying to say, that in case of unreasonable high prices, kahit hindi pa po siya kumbaga going down siya pero unreasonable pa rin, we can actually put a price cap. We can all actually recommend that, and that is based on the Price Act.
No, kanina tinatanong ni Congressman Briones yung formula, how did you formulate the maximum suggested retail price? Obviously, yung basis ninyo is the landed cost. Don't you realize that supply of rice in this country is dependent on domestic production, which represents 75% of the entire consumption. So in other words, 1/4 lang ang contribution ng imported rice. Bakit naging ginagamit natin ang presyo ng imported rice, you know, to come up with the maximum suggested retail price when domestic price is cheaper? So instead na ma-address natin, no, ang lumalabas, you encourage domestic producers to take advantage of the situation. Na tumataas din ang presyo, but if you use the domestic price as your basis, then you will force these importers to bring down their prices. Bakit nyo ginagamit ng imported landed cost as your benchmark?
Mr. Chair, if I may respond. I agree that there has to be a better way to look at it and a better formula. At the onset po. Nag-agree po ako na there must be a better way to address this and not just use landed cost of imported rice as basis for putting the MSRP. Totoo po yun. But we are still working on the formula. That's to be honest.
You know, Yusek, alam nyo, I don't know how long will it take you to come up with a perfect formula while the Filipino people are all starving and, you know, it's an emergency, you know? Hindi natin maramdaman yan kasi kaya nating bumili ng bigas. But 26% of the Filipino population is considered poor. So 26%, 26 million Filipinos, you know, are affected actually, you know, because of this, you know, rising cost or, you know, prices of rice that remain very high. So we don't have the luxury of time, eh.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know how long will it take DA to come up with the perfect formula.
Sir, can we show,
Chair,
can we show the graph?
But my basic question, Mr. Chair, is hindi ba tayo napapagod? Or can I
Pagod
ask
na.
the resource persons, are you not tired? Because what we are discussing, I've been actually monitoring since the start, outside, through Facebook, and up to this point of time. Lahat ng pinag-uusapan, lahat ng katanungan, lahat ng mga kasagutan were exactly the same topics discussed for the previous hearings. And now, DA has to walk the talk. We cannot just, and tama po si Congressman Biron, where is the sense of urgency? Hanggang kailan po itong mga komputasyon na sinasabi nyo? That's just my point, Mr. Chair. Later, during my time to interpolate, I will lay down the parameters of what were discussed, what were the promises, what were the assurances of DA, NFA, other related agencies, what were the timelines given in Bulacan, what were the timelines given here, because if we are hearing the same comments and the same topics of discussion sa ating mga opisyal na hindi naman bumababa yung epekto nito sa taong bayan, it's useless inviting them. We instead use our oversight powers to make government employees and officials accountable for this service to the Filipino people. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank
The
you,
slide
and
is now
thank
ready.
you for, of course, she's your So, this is the answer of DA. DA, please make it short.
Right, yung taas po, yun po yung presyo naman ng premium rice, no? As you can see, dapat sana, kaya po sabi namin, dun sa pag-formulate po namin ng aming gustong mangyari sana, kailangang sasabay dapat pagbaba yung presyo. And hindi po nangyari yon. Of course, this is something that is being hinahanap po sa DA ngayon, ba't hindi bumaba? And this is what's happening now. Pero at the same time, sir, look at the green line. Yung green line po, yun po naman yung presyo ng palay. Halos kasabay po nung pagbaba nung, o towards the end, nung pong imported, bumaba rin po yung palay buying. Kaya po, sabi namin, we really have to understand what is the effect of putting a price cap on the entire setup because nakita po natin, hindi po nagbabago yung presyo ng retail, pero bumaba po talaga yung presyo ng palay. Kasabay po nung pagbaba nung lang. So this is a balancing. This is what we're trying to say na this probably is not a simple mathematics. This is not just a simple math. Kasi may effect po dun sa farmers. And remember, 75% of our supply is produced by the local farmers. Right now, farmers lost around 4 pesos. And the challenge there is if farmers will keep on losing money, it will affect the planting intention. Hindi ho magtatanim. Kaya yun po yung sinasabi namin, sir, na we're trying to balance it out. It's not, we wanted, and it's not that we don't understand this as an emergency, but this is really an emergency that is happening. Kaya nga po tingin namin, price cap po ang gagamitin. Eventually, pag hindi po sumunod yung presyo sa pababa, then we will use Section 6 of the Price Act where there will be a price cap. And this time, we will be recommending to the President to put a price cap po.
Mr. Chair, we do not intend to deprive domestic farmers or domestic suppliers to earn decently. Ang sinasabi lang natin is, i-benchmark natin ang presyo doon sa domestic supply because the domestic supply represents 75% of the requirements, the domestic requirement. Bakit natin i-benchmark sa imported? So, mas lalong nagmamahal ang presyo ng domestic rice, na panahon na sana yan na mapababa natin yung presyo using domestic rice as the basis of formulating your maximum suggested retail price. So, of course, kung ikaw local farmer, happy ka, no? Because, sumasabay ka doon sa presyo ng imported. But 26 million Filipinos are not happy kung ganun ang formula ng DA. Ang sinasabi natin, give the domestic farmers an opportunity to earn decently so that they will keep on planting rice. Pero if you use that domestic benchmark as a basis to formulate your MSRP, then you will force the importers to bring down their price. Susunod sila sa presyo ng ating, kung hindi man sa sumunod, at the very least, mas malapit ang presyo nila sa presyo ng domestic suppliers. Yun ang ibig ko sabihin, Yusek.
There's no other page other than that?
Mr. Chair, very quick interjection. Just one question in relation to Congressman Biron.
Yes, please do.
Mr. Chair, in that inspection and consultation with the wholesalers in Bulacan, it was announced in the media by no other than Secretary Kiko Chu Laurel, together with the DA family, that they will bring down the price of rice to 45 pesos. The range was 45 to 49. Parang 49 yung premium. I believe Congressman Enverga was also there. Congressman Swansing was also there. And may we now ask, kasi ang daming pinipresent na graph, ang daming projection, but very clear pang usapan doon, Mr. Chair. The customs, the Bureau of Customs is also there. Ano na pag-usapan? Trinace, magkano ang landed cost, magkano ang acceptable profit ng wholesaler, magkano ang acceptable profit ng middleman na trader at ang retailers. I believe it was pegged at 7 to 8 pesos along the course of the flow of the rice. So ngayon, Mr. Chair, we were all expecting that there will be rice priced at 45 to 49 pesos per kilo in the markets in Metro Manila. However, upon my monitoring, hindi natin to nakita. I saw compliant wholesalers in Cotabato and Davao del Norte, but not in Metro Manila. So may we ask the Department of Agriculture, what happened? Kasi iba na yung sinasabi nila ngayon dito sa sinabi nila sa Bulacan at sinabi nila sa presscon nila, Mr. Chair.
Sis, try your best.
I will. Ito po base po sa rice monitoring po ng AMAS. Meron po tayong makikita sa palengke ng December po na yung pong regular meal rice, meron po tayong makikitang 43. 43.17 po. Meron din po...
Mr. Chair, with due courtesy, Yusek Asis, pwede bang wag na dun sa based on your monitoring and everything? Kayo ang kausap ng wholesalers. DA ang kinausap nila with the assurance of how many trucks per day ang ilalabas sa merkado. ASEC Bebang is very much aware of this. Ang sabi nga doon, pwede ba, Kongreso, wag nyo na munang pakialaman? Kami ang bahala, and that was DA. Kasi ito nakapag-usapan na the businessmen will collaborate and help the country so that we will have affordable rice in the market. And we are not talking about the cheapest kind of rice. It included premium rice. And it was repeatedly said, 45 to 49 pesos. Kasi hindi po yan, Yusek, na wala sa isip ko hanggang Pasko, hanggang New Year. We were waiting for that. But I only saw a wholesaler cooperating and following that in North Cotabato, Davao del Norte, and I believe some portions of Samal Island. So what happened? I believe the Bureau of Customs was also there. Basically, Mr. Chair, ang sinasabi lang natin is, we can have all these figures and presentation, pero let's go down to the facts. Yan ang promise nyo, yan ang sinabi nyo, nangyari ba o hindi nangyari? At kung hindi nangyari, bakit? At paano natin ipapatupad ang binitiwan nating mga salita?